Hey guys, The Sports Entertainer here, back with some more wrestling news. Join us as The Sports Entertainer looks at all the breaking wrestling news and rumors you need to know, including John Cena breaks his silence on final WWE match, Cody Rhodes will not finish his story at WrestleMania, Jey Uso breaks character to defend Roman Reigns, and much more. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel with notifications on, so you never miss out on an episode. John Cena breaks his silence on final WWE match. Now, John Cena has been making the wrestling news headlines over the past couple of days, with Cena being very open on the status of his career in WWE, and clearly John Cena isn't very far from retirement, which of course is upsetting news for a lot of fans, but to be expected considering Cena's already accomplished all there is to do in WWE, is now 46 years old and is only getting more busy in Hollywood. John Cena talking about retirement was bound to happen at some point soon. John Cena was recently interviewed by Entertainment Tonight and revealed that he will be done in the ring by age 50, quote, "I made a promise to the consumer early on to WWE fans, cause I know how tough it is to be a fan. You gotta come out of pocket, and WWE has a ton of content. It takes a lot to be a passionate fan, and our fan base is passionate and global. I never wanted to go out there just for the sake of going out there, and I'm gonna be 47 this year. I feel great, so inside I feel great, but I know what it takes to be a WWE performer night in and night out, and I don't ever want to just go out there and do it to do it. I want to have the passion, the same passion as the fan base, and I want to give them exactly what they give me. The miles on the speedometer say, hey, that's got to be done before 50. Now, John Cena dropped another big retirement tease in a new interview on BBC's The One Show, and Cena apparently wants his final WWE match to take place at the O2 Arena in London, England. Quote, "I've gone by the construct in my life of never trying to pick my opponents, because that's way above my pay grade, but I've been an active advocate for London to be a host of WrestleMania, and a lot of people think when I go out in the middle of the ring and I say that, it is just for the local moment, like we're the show, we want to make the show happy. Fans in the UK, WWE fans are the best, and fans in London specifically, they will let you know how they feel, and I don't think I'll be able to choose my opponent, but if I could choose a venue, it would be the O2 in London." Let us know your thoughts on John Cena discussing his retirement from WWE, and will you guys miss Cena once he's wrestled his last match? Next up, Cody Rhodes will not finish his story. Now, the major question about whether or not Cody Rhodes would be getting the WrestleMania 40 match against Roman Reigns or not has been answered, and it's absolutely terrible news for Cody Rhodes and his fans. Now, Justin Barrasso of Sports Illustrated revealed the following information this morning regarding Cody's status for WrestleMania 40, quote, "Multiple sources close to WWE head of creative Paul Triple H Levesque have indicated that Rhodes will not headline this year's event, nor will he finish his story at WrestleMania." I mean, there it is. WWE and Triple H specifically have seemingly screwed Cody Rhodes out of the WrestleMania 40 main event against Roman Reigns that was basically promised to him, and Cody Rhodes will now reportedly not be finishing his story at Mania this year, which essentially means the company have decided to go with The Rock as Roman's WrestleMania 40 title challenger, and with this latest report, it also cancels out any possibility of Cody being involved with Raw's World Heavyweight title match, which would likely headline one of the nights at WrestleMania 40, so this is pretty shocking news to say the least. Now, Cody Rhodes was recently interviewed by Bleacher Report, and with the news we now have that Rhodes won't be headlining WrestleMania this year, and will therefore not be finishing his story with Reigns, it's pretty sad to hear Cody being adamant that the likes of CM Punk and The Rock won't be stealing his spot, quote, "I'm winning the Royal Rumble, and then I think we're supposed to wait and say, hey, this is who I want to challenge. But if anyone's been watching the story, then they know exactly who I want to challenge and when I want to challenge them, and right the wrong that happened at WrestleMania 39. As far as CM Punk, that's one of the things that makes the Royal Rumble itself so special, is CM Punk also feels very strongly and deeply and passionately that he is going to win the Royal Rumble. I don't know if in the past there's ever been this amount of top talent, Jey Uso, Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn, this amount of top stars who are vying for it and have a true opportunity. You mentioned the great one, The Rock, nothing but respect for him. I went and saw Jungle Cruise, I'm a Rock fan. I don't think he's the type that would come in and meddle with a story that's been being told over the past 2 years. I think he's probably up to something else, but you never know with WWE. I'll be watching just like everybody else when I'm not wrestling. Now, Cody Rhodes is definitely right when he said you never know with WWE, because whether it was The Rock's decision or not, which it most likely wasn't, Cody's spot against Reigns is seemingly going to be taken by Rock, and let us know your thoughts on this breaking new report regarding Cody Rhodes' status for WrestleMania 40, and are you guys shocked that Triple H decided to give Cody's spot to The Rock, a guy who won't even be in WWE after his one-off appearance at Mania? Next up, Jey Uso breaks character to defend Roman Reigns. Now, Roman Reigns and Jey Uso definitely aren't on the greatest terms with each other on screen in WWE, with Jey leaving the Bloodline and moving from SmackDown to Raw to focus on a singles run, but Jey Uso obviously has all the respect in the world for Reigns behind the scenes. Now, a lot of wrestling fans have criticized Roman Reigns for his lighter part-time schedule in WWE these days, but Jey Uso basically defended Roman's schedule in a recent interview with TNT Sports, quote, "I look at my cousin now and I'm just happy at how far he's come, from the day he walked into FCW developmental, to which I was there, to present, inspiring. He's the blueprint of what hard work does, and you can just never knock that, and he has a great work ethic. All the time that he has off, he deserves all that oos. He earned it." Another noteworthy bit from this recent Jey Uso interview is regarding Jey possibly having a WrestleMania match against his brother Jimmy. Quote, "I feel like me and my brother's angle would be different from the Bloodline Civil War angle going into WWE Money in the Bank 2023 because of the emotion part, the promo part. Me and my brother, just us. Imagine the fire, imagine the emotion. If you saw it with Roman and you saw it with Sami Zayn, this would be just amplified 10 times more, electric. I'm excited, oos. I'm ready just to deliver it to the people, and I do want a main event, and I mean main event WrestleMania with my twin brother. Man, in front of 100,000 people. Maybe I go on night 1 and Roman is night 2. Like, we still run it. Bloodline is still running this." Let us know your thoughts on Jey Uso's take regarding Roman Reigns' part-time schedule with WWE, and would you guys like to see a WrestleMania clash for the ages between Jey and Jimmy Uso? Next up, good news for Seth Rollins. Now, most wrestling fans are just relieved that Seth Rollins wasn't forced to relinquish or vacate his World Heavyweight title this past week on Raw during his injury update segment, and actually some great news was revealed by Seth Rollins during a recent interview with ESPN MMA, where Seth revealed the following encouraging news regarding his injury situation, quote, "Dodged a bullet, the ACL is intact, the MCL will heal with time. I'm hoping to be back at full strength in around a month, that's my kind of timeline. We're gonna take it day to day, I'd like to be back in a month, I don't want to walk into WrestleMania and that be my first match in 2 to 3 months, that's not gonna be good for me. I want to be able to get back in there, test the wheels, and make sure we're in a good place, so we'll see how it goes. I'm happy we dodged a bullet and wasn't anything too serious that was gonna put me on the shelf for 6 to 9 months. All we can say is that we hope Seth Rollins is able to return well in time for WrestleMania 40, and this latest info from Seth has put a lot of fans' minds at ease that he will be back in time, which is a major relief. Well guys, that's it for today's major wrestling news. Make sure you leave a like and comment, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you'll never miss out on an episode. Finally, if you haven't already, give us a follow on Twitter at TSE Wrestling, and we will see you guys in the next video.